Today we are playing a super weird VR game called Talk to Me. This is available on the Quest 2 and it has like hand tracking, which is pretty dope. So I'm going to have an insane conversation with myself. So let's get started with a new session because I need some help. So this is interesting. So right now I'm in someone's apartment. It looks kind of cool. It's this hand tracking is pretty dope. I'm actually sat down in one of my actual real life chairs while I'm sitting in VR. So this 1-to-1 scale is pretty dope.
To start the session, ring the bell on the small table on your right.
Can you relax for a second? Okay, you want to know what? We're just going to dive right into this one. This is about a conversation with myself, and this is going to get pretty nuts.
Tell me.
These people called Rickies keep coming to my house, and I just have to attack them. You know, I get so much pleasure out of it. You know, chopping them up, slitting their throats, going into the dungeon and using some powers, you know, do horrible things. My favorite thing to do is bisect them, like just completely cut them in half using Genix and Datsu. I don't know, man. It's just really the best thing for me. But I'm starting to wonder, is there anyone besides Ricky to murder? Like, are there, like, other universes where there's other Rickies? Are they called Alfies? Like, I don't know. You tell me. What do you think? Am I onto something here? I get it. But why don't you try like different activities other than attacking Rickies? I mean, Rickies in general. They're peaceful creatures. Like, why don't you try a hobby? You know, you like chopping wood, don't you? What about fishing? Fishing's a great activity you could do. Cast your line into the water and reel something in. Maybe you try cooking an apple. Use your powers for good is what I'm trying to tell you. How does that sound? Well, I don't really like eating apples and use my powers for good. Also, you can't go fishing. There's no damn fish in the water. You know, they put an entire ocean and there's nothing in there. Like, even if you go in there without the wings mod, like, you can't get out. It soft locks you. And that's what makes me frustrated. You see, I go in there, and there's nothing to do, so I get bored, and then I go into the dungeon, and then I start, like, crushing Ricky heads, and... Take it easy. I understand that it can be frustrating at times, but you need to channel your anger. Do you know the real reason why you're here, Drifter? It's because you have done some unspeakable crimes. You see, this is the Human Resources Department for Blade and Sorcery, and you have some anger management issues that you need to work on deep inside yourself. Do you remember last time you were here? You told me about a story about how you lost your left arm and it's made out of metal. Look at your left arm. Is it made out of metal? I guess it's not made out of metal, but still... I know I lost this one. I know I'm not crazy, okay? I'm not a crazy person, but tell me, have you ever gone after a Ricky? Like, has he ever outspoken and you just wanted to do something to him, like gouge his eyeballs out or, you know, just throw him off a cliff? Like, you can't tell me you don't have those feelings. Listen, Drifter, this is not about me. I'm going to give you some exercises to work through so you can fight off a lot of these feelings, okay? We're about wrapping up here. Our session is almost over. I need to take the last 10 minutes to do some weird Ricky stuff. But, I mean, therapist things. So what I want you to do is every time you feel angry at a Ricky, I want you to eat an apple or chop a piece of wood. Can you do that for me? Okay. I think you can. Fine. I will try it. But I only have like a couple more of these meetings and then my court-appointed nonsense is almost over. Okay, Drifter. I will see you next week. It's been 1 week since my last session, so I'm going to dive back in and see if his exercises actually helped me. Doc, last week when I was here, you told me to do some exercises every time a Ricky frustrated me, and I promise you I tried it. But unfortunately, the medieval mega pack was updated, and I had to use like all the mods that were inside of it. So I put the flintlock pistol really close to his head, and boom! Using the head breaker, the eyeballs and everything was just so satisfying. Drifter, you have to relax, okay? I'm not going to sign off on your paperwork if you keep telling me those horrible stories about the eyeballs blowing up in flintlock pistols. You need to relax. Like, stop downloading these mods. I understand they're getting updated, but, you know, we're trying to be at peace in the Blade and Sorcery universe. How else do you think U12 is going to get here? If you keep murdering all the Rickies, there's going to be no one for U12. Like, you have to understand that. I understand that. You have to understand that it's a conspiracy why U12 isn't out. They said it was supposed to be December, and now it's 2023, and it's January, and the update is still not out, and I'm hearing rumors that it's March. I can't do that. I can't wait that long. I just gotta do things to Ricky. Drifter, please, you have to control yourself. There's no such thing as U12, okay? You made it up. Blade and Sorcery came out years ago in 2018. Why would there be a U12 universe right now? Even a 1.0, it makes no sense. You gotta move on. Play a different game. You can't just be sitting here saying, oh, Blade and Sorcery this and Blade and Sorcery that and top 10 mods to play in your sleep. You have the problem deep within you, right there, okay? It's in your mind, and that's why you're here. You have to let me help you. I have to let you help me. You sound like a Ricky. You know that? This is all an illusion. I feel like you've trapped me here because you want to stop me from slaughtering the Rickies. Drifter, it's not like that, okay? Remember the exercises I gave to you. Your exercises suck, okay? The apples, you can only bite them and then they get charred. And the wood, they put the player home. The log is too close to the roof. So when you go to swing the axe, it just hits there. And it's a terrible experience. This is all I want, okay? I want U12 to come out. And I want there to be custom dungeons because I keep going through the same dungeon tile set day after day. Dungeon run after dungeon run. And you know what? I'm sick of it. I want a new one. I want to be able to Star Wars it up or do a Wild West dungeon run in a real Wild West setting. You know what I mean? I totally understand where you're coming from. And listen, I don't have to tell you this. Cosby and Barron gave me a lot of money to but you got me. All right. There is U12. It's coming out, but they're trying to hide it from you. You are ruining it for everyone. You're killing so many people, but the secret is beyond the door in the cave. And the only way to get there... Oh my god. No. What's that sound? It's not my fault. He pressured me. Well, my friends, that is what a Blade and Sorcery HR session looks like. I'm glad to show you it. By the way, this game once again is called Talk to Me. It's available through the Quest 2 through App Lab. You just have to sideload it. And it is a weird experience, let me tell you, talking to yourself, but I know you can have some fun with it, and it's free. So if this interests you, then go download it. But I hope you had some fun. Make sure you like and subscribe. Click the little button down below. It's free, and let's get to 100,000 subscribers.